Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a great week so far. Today is Friday, June 21st, 2019. It is the end of the work week. I know it's been a busy week for most of you guys. I know it's been a busy week for me. And I hope that you guys weren't too stressed out with, the coworkers and the boss and whatnot. And it's now time for the weekend. So I know a lot of you guys are going to have the weekend off. And I really want to encourage you guys to have a great weekend and just relax, recuperate, or if your week's just starting, hey, I hope that the words that I say will be an encouragement for you. I know we all have different work schedules and different lifestyles and whatnot, and that's okay. So I really hope that the week so far, though, has been really, really great for you. Speaking of this week, one of the really cool things that I've been talking about this week is this idea of time. I started off by talking to you about the past and how there's so many lessons that we can learn from the past, from our own experiences and also from the experiences of others. I also talked about the idea of being present and living in the here and now. And I think so often people are so focused and fixated on their past mistakes, or they're fixated on the future, that they actually don't even focus on the here and now. And that also certainly is an important thing. And then I also talked to you yesterday about the idea of the future. And the future is a really wonderful thing because the future is unwritten. And with the unwrittenness, with the blank space, the blank page, so to speak, of the future, we can have these big dreams, and we should have big dreams of what the future is going to look like, and from learning the lessons in the past and working hard in the present and doing what we've got to do, being present with our friends and our family, we can cast vision. We can focus our minds on what the goal is going to be for the future, and that's a very encouraging thing. And today I want to talk to you guys about the idea of time. If you think about it, when you hear on, be that social media, or you hear around you, and sometimes in the news or whatever, you hear about these successful people who have made millions of dollars, or even people who've made billions of dollars. And it certainly would appear that with all of the success in the world, it seems that people have the potential to make as much money as possible. Now, I don't know. I don't really believe there is limitations for the amount of money someone can make. But with that, there's kind of a caveat with that. We haven't been able to live 10,000 years in a given human lifetime. The average that I've read, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, is that the typical lifespan is about 80 to 85 years. And for some people, it's shorter. Some people die at 50. Some people die at 72 years. And some people are able to live towards 100. I know my grandmother is 100 years old, and it's absolutely amazing to see. Wow, she was born in 1918. And I am always blown away by the amount of experience that she's had and the amount of things that she's gone to. Living that long, I can't imagine what the world's going to be like when I'm 100. So I was born in 1990, right? I'm technically a millennial, and so if I was to reach 100 years old, wow, it would be 2090. That would be weird to see, and I'm very optimistic, and I'm very encouraged I hope to live till 100. That would be really awesome. But all that to say, if you think about it, the time that we're given to live here on the earth, we don't really know what that time allotment is going to be. And when we think about that, that can be a very stressful thing and a very discouraging thing. But what I want you guys to keep in mind, what I want you guys to realize and to recognize, is that it's okay that we have a certain limited amount of days and years and hours and seconds here on this earth. What it means for us is that we should never, ever take time for granted. In fact, if you think about it, whatever dream, whatever vision, whatever goal you have set for your life, go for it. Because at the end of the day, at the end of your life, when you're old, what you don't want to have is to look back at your entire life and to say, I regret doing this. I regret living a life where, I was never challenged. I was never comfort. I only sought comfort. I never went out of my comfort zone. And that's to me, that's actually a more scary thing than to take a risk and to fail a few times. I cannot tell you how many times I've failed at things. I mean, maybe one day I'll do a video on tons of failures that I've done, and I'm not saying that to boast. I know some of you guys have failed much more than I have, some of you less so. But if you think about it, yeah, try. And I want you guys to think about this idea of building a legacy for your life. Live the life that you've always wanted to. Push yourself, go for the challenge, go over the obstacle, and realize, yeah, you are going to fail, but you know what? It's better to have tried and failed and keep going and eventually succeed than to never have tried it at all. I mean, I can't imagine being 100 years old, and oftentimes you hear from older people, I regret this, or I regret that, whatever this or that is. There are people who have regrets in their lives, and I don't want to have regrets in my life, and I certainly don't want you guys to have regrets in your life. So really just think of this idea that time is the most precious resource that we are given as human beings here on the earth. And it certainly would seem that God has really given us a certain amount of days to make the best and make the most of our time. So what I really encourage for you guys is certainly keep in mind, yeah, every day that you wake up, it's a brand new day. And it's really up to you to decide what you're going to do with your time. But certainly be encouraged to make the best of your time. Live life as though it were your last, because you are not guaranteed you're not guaranteed tomorrow. And yes, that is a scary thing, but let that push you. Let that be your drive. Let that be the thing that says, I'm not guaranteed tomorrow, but you know what? I'm going to be the best husband. I'm going to be the best, I'm going to be the best son. I'm going to be the best brother. I'm going to be the best co-worker. I'm going to be the best boss possible. And I want people to remember me, and I want people to remember you for who you are and what you're capable of doing. That you don't have to be mediocre. Rather, you can be the best that you can be. Because when you do die, because we all are going to die, leave that legacy where people will remember you and make those decisions that will really enhance your life the best. I don't know the future, and I don't know how many years I'm going to live here. And that's okay, because to me, that's encouragement that I'm going to live life as though it were my last. I'm going to live my life being the best person that I can be. And I know I'm going to have bad days, but you know what? Just because I have one bad day doesn't mean I can't at least try to live the best life possible. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I want you guys to have a great Friday. I know the weekend's around, and I know, like I said earlier, each and every one of you guys have different schedules, and that's all right. So be that the start of your week or the end of your week or wherever you are, I hope that the words that I say, the word that I speak will have an impact upon your guys' life. I hope that you are encouraged even just a little bit. I'm not a guru. I'm not some, hotshot person. I'm just doing what I love by really speaking to you guys and just encouraging you and really hopefully giving you guys new ideas. I've created this blog, this vlog, so to speak, daily.life, as a way to just communicate with you guys and have talks about life. There's so much to explore, there's so much to experience, and there's so much to talk about in life. So once again, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I want to thank you guys for the support that you've given me, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Feel free to like this video, feel free to share this video, feel free to comment on this video. If you guys have any questions or you guys have any feedback, feel free to do so. So you guys have a good one. You take care. Bye.